Good afternoon, guys. It's me again, Devin, here with another Coleman Power Sports how-to video. And today I have the B200R mini bike, and what I'm gonna do today is show you guys exactly how to, one, replace your jack shaft chain, your tension wheel, and also your drive chain. So if you'll follow me, we'll get to it. So first things first, what do you need? You're gonna need an 8mm socket, a 13mm socket, a 17mm socket, a 12mm wrench, a 13mm wrench, a 17mm wrench, 2 sets of pliers, one if you can get it done with just one. I have a reason why I have 2. We'll get to that later. A couple extensions, and last but not least, a drill. So let's get this going. First thing we're going to need to do is get that CVT or jack shaft cover, whatever you want to call it. We got to get that cover off first. So let's grab our drill, extensions, and our 8mm socket head. You're going to have one here, another one right up under directly, and then another one right at the bottom also directly. So you're going to have a total of 4 8mm bolts that need to come off. So one, 2, slide it right in the groove. That one's off. There we go. Simple as that, right? So like always, protect your hardware. Just place it in the CVT cover and place it to the side. There we have it. We have now exposed the jack shaft. So the first thing we want to do is get this jack shaft chain off. Let's do it. So before I actually take the chain off of the jack shaft, I have another one here just to show you guys the best and easy way, to me at least, how to get your master lock off, okay? This can be hard to some people, but honestly it's very easy. I have this set of pliers because of how it scoops at the end. What you want to do on the left side of the pliers, hold the right link with it, and then with the other side you're gonna get right up under the master link. Watch this, and then you're gonna squeeze, you see, and voila, it pops right off. Now when you're putting it back on, you're gonna grab the other side of the link and put the other side of the pliers under it, and put this side of the pliers under the back of the link, and do the exact same thing. Squeeze to lock it. You see? That simple. So let's get the real one off. Okay, so you can see our master link is going to be one right here for the jack shaft chain. We're going to come back to this later, but here is our master link for the drive chain. The same thing has to happen for both, guys. So like I said, the bottom goes under the lock, and the top is going to go on the link itself. Right off. You see that? So at this point, we can just slide the wall off. It's not just place it on the ground. Hide it with the other hardware, and we can then pull that link out. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you go. See? That was very easy. Take it off, and there we have removed your jack shaft chain. So let's keep going. Okay, so now that we have that jack shaft chain removed, it's time to get to this tension wheel. What we're going to need is going to be your 13mm socket. 13mm socket takes off this lock nut right here. Wrong way. Sorry, guys. There we are. Take that, put it aside, and just that easy, free your tension wheel and spring. Now, this is off subject, but it's somewhat similar when I'm talking about making sure that you sometimes renew certain pieces or components of your unit whenever you're replacing them, right? Like a carburetor. If you're going to replace the carburetor, I would go ahead and replace the gaskets that come with it, because you know it's just good to do. I mean, you might as well do it, keep everything fresh and keep everything in line. And because sometimes the gaskets can get brittle. Sometimes these springs can get just worn out and they just don't spring the way they should anymore, right? So if you have a good lasting and a good looking spring, I don't suggest replacing it. But if you can tell that the spring doesn't look good anymore, I would also replace it when replacing your tensioner. So, tomato, tomato, that's just my thing. It's up to you, but that is definitely a good thing to look at. But as you can see, we've removed the jack shaft chain and the tensioner. So now we got this drive chain. Let's keep going. So before removing it, the best thing that you can do is remember to loosen your chain tensioners, right? Because right now, as you can see, this chain is really, really tight. It would need to be loosened anyway before taking a drive. But in order to even put it back on, it's going to be very, very tough if it's set in this placement, So in order to loosen it comfortably and easily, you're going to have to loosen your chain tensioners and then tighten them back up at the end once you are done replacing your drive chain. So to start with, I'm going to actually go ahead and first use my 17mm wrench and loosen my rear axle. Loosen it up. That's loose enough. Then I'm going to take my 13mm wrench and loosen the back lock nuts. It's going to be 2 of them. Got to do the first one first, and then the second one. And you can see it kind of actually already free itself. See that? You see that? Now the chain's loose and it's dancing. We can go ahead and remove this chain. But what I like to do is do the other side. That's why I can keep them equal. The chain tensioner, that's what I'm talking about. And we'll go from there. So when I finish that, I'll be right back. Okay, now that we have that chain loose and that chain tensioner has been freed a little bit to give us the room we need, now we can go ahead and take this chain off. So just like the jack shaft, here's our master link. Gonna slide it up under the lock, top half on top. I'm just gonna push it. There we go. Right off, right? It might take a little doing sometimes, but you'll get it. Trust and believe. This is the best way and the easiest way I have found to do this. So everybody has their own, right? To each his own. There we are. Perfect. So now we got those off. We can pull that link out, and there you have it. The entire drive chain coming off, and we have gotten the job done. Well, 50% of the way at least, Next half, let's put it all back in that order. Okay, so I'm putting your drive chain back on. Start from up under, same way that it actually came off. I want enough of this to go this way and actually sit on the back in the same position that it was when I took it off the master lock. This way, you can ensure that your chain is stretching and going exactly to the length that it should, as such. Once you got it together, you're gonna grab that master link, slide it through, grab the other wall, push it back on, and grab your lock. And like I stated earlier, in order to get this to lock back on, you do the same exact thing that you did to take it off. And that's going to be kind of tedious, but hey, like I said before, whatever you want done, you get it done. So I'm gonna hold this down and slide it back up as such. There we go. Let's keep going. Next, new chain tensioner. Let's get that spring back on. You want to place it down through the groove and up over the hook. And then bring your chain tensioner, and this hook at the bottom should be behind the lever, not above, as such, right? Grab that lock nut. Get it in place, come on. There we are. Then we're gonna grab that 13mm socket, give it a nudge. Voila. We are back in place like we should be. Let's keep going. Okay, so jack shaft chain up next. What we're gonna do is place it around your chain, or your wheel tensioner, excuse me. Roll it. I want it to come sit all the way back here. That way it's easiest to place the master link in. As such. And you see how they're not connected? That means it's not pulled as far as it should go. So, and you can see that it's kind of loose. So what you gotta do is pull it all the way, and voila, there we are. Now we can grab that master link, place it in like it should. Grab your walls. Where am I? There we are. I thought you ran away, but you didn't. Thank you. Grab your lock. And just like everything else, grab it and you squeeze. Voila. You have now replaced your jack shaft chain, your tension wheel, and your drive shaft chain. All you got to do now is put your CVT cover back on, or jack shaft cover, whatever you want to call it. And then you're done. Let's get it done. Okay, so let's get this back on. I like to place the bolts in the threads prematurely, that way I can get them all in. Put the ones on top at least. That's what I'm gonna do. And actually this one, I'm gonna go ahead and get it on first. There we are. There we are. There we are. There you have it. 100% how you remove your jack shaft chain, your chain tensioner, and your drive chain and replace it all in that order, guys. I hope this message finds you well. This is the B200R. My name is Devin. Thank you, and you guys have a good one. Bye. One last thing I did forget to do. Sorry, guys. Great thing that you don't have to take anything else apart. But what you want to make sure you do is you come back. You not only tighten your axle, but you tighten your chain tensioners back. Because you can see we're still loose. So let me show you how to do that. We're going to grab our 13mm. Righty tighty, right? We're going to take the first one up first. As you can see, it gets a little less flimsy the more you tighten, right? So I'm going to lock this one in place. So I like how this one is. See that? Now, same thing with this one. We're going to take the first one. Get it in place. Make sure our chain, see, there we are. Now we have a 1/4 inch slack that we want. Let's go ahead and grab that drill. Forgot all about it. Tighten that axle. So there you have it, guys. Not flimsy anymore. Now you're ready to drive. So with that being said, you guys, thank you for having me. Have a good one. Bye-bye.